Today's workout's called Dead-Eye Shooting, where we're going to focus on the catch and shoot game. I was fortunate enough to be able to talk to Amari Stoudemire's trainer right after Amari came into the league. The very first day that Amari worked out before the NBA draft, he got in the gym and he did form shots, the very same drill you're going to do to start your workout, and he did it for 30 minutes straight until he literally had to run to the trash can and throw up. He wasn't even shooting at the basket, as you'll see when you go through the drills when you do it, but he was working so hard on those drills, on that mere shot, that he threw up. So we're going to bring you through drills like pros use, drills that great shooters like Ray Allen and J.J. Redick are using, so that you can take your game to that level. You're training to be their level. Your dreams to get to that level. So we're going to train you just like those guys train to help you get there as quick as you can. Now we're going to get into working on our form. Just like we talked about in our ball handling workout, in our dribble drive workout, we have to have a solid foundation before we can even think about getting into advanced moves. With your shot, there are hundreds of different shots in this game. You got floaters, pull-ups, fall-aways, three-pointers, but no matter how many different shots there are, you've only got one form. Now a lot of young players, they want to get out and work on those shots, but they forget about working on their form because all they care about is whether the shot goes in or not. So to get started, to get loosened up, we're going to work on that form with form chair shots, just like a lot of pro guys do. They might get in front of a mirror, get in the gym on their own, and work on that form without even worrying about whether the shot goes in or not, because they're concentrated on their form. So we're going to have the ball in the chair. This is going to be our pass. We're going to come off of this chair with a 1-2 step. That's the best way to get into a shot. And so if we're going right, we're going to go left-right into that shot. On the other hand, if we're going left, our hips are dropped, we're right-left into that shot. So we're going to start with the ball in the chair. Ball's there, there's our pass. We're going to use our imagination just like this is a pass, and we're quick, left-right. We're going to get into that shot. We're holding our follow-through until we catch the ball. So just like you've always learned since you were young, we're going to have that perfect form. Our hips are dropped. Ball's in the shooter's pocket. We're going to release with our elbow high, above our eyes, 4 fingers to the floor, and we're going to have perfect form on every single shot because we're not worried about whether that shot goes in or not. That was kind of long-winded. Hips drop, follow through high, hold it. Ball's back down, hips are dropped, right, left. Follow through high, hold it, catch. Ball's back down, left, right. Now we can get as little or as much out of this drill as we want. We can go quick, over and over and over, get up a lot of shots, always with perfect form. Now, just like I said, we're not worried about that shot going in, so we should have perfect form every single time. It's a great conditioning drill. You're working on your vertical, but again, building that foundation with a perfect shot. Now, I'm sure every single one of you has gotten in the gym before and spun the ball to yourself and gotten into that shot. We're going to work on the same thing, giving yourself a pass with that 1-2 step, but now that pass is actually going to be a shot rep as opposed to just wasting our time spinning ourselves the ball. So I'm going to start on the elbow. I'm going to shoot with that perfect form we just talked about. I'm going to hold my follow through till it bounces. Then I'm sprinting to get into my shot. I'm going to really challenge myself to work as hard as I can to sprint around those cones into a 1-2 step. Just like we talked about on the chair. I'm going to the right. So as that ball bounces, my hips are dropped and I'm left-right. I want to make sure my hips are dropped on that catch, and I'm not going to waste time catching and then dropping my hips. If you want to add a little bit of extra challenge, you can back further and further up from that elbow and still try to get there in that 2 bounces or less. Hips drop, left, right. Hold that follow through. Perfect form, high release. Just got those hips dropped. Gets into that shot. High release, elbows above my eyes. Great shot. Now, challenge yourself a little bit. You might back up. Hold it. Sprint hard, gain speed. Still knocking down that shot. Great drill. Even though this is a shooting workout and we're working on our catch and shoot game with that 1-2 step, we still want to be very efficient with our time when we're in the gym. So we're focusing on shooting, but we're still going to add some ball handling, some conditioning as well. So we're not just working on one thing when we're in the gym. So for this drill, it's pound and release. We're going to start in that universal stance, just like we talked about in our ball handling workout. I'm going to pound 1, 2. On that third dribble, I'm not going to catch it. back in my hand. I'm just going to release it straight to the ceiling. If I'm really putting my forearm and my wrist straight through the ball, it should go straight to the ceiling. As soon as I release, I'm sprinting to that cone as quickly as I can, getting back as the ball drops, catching with a 1-2 step, and getting into my shot. It's going to challenge your handle as you try to get the ball as high as you can. It's going to work on your conditioning, but then again, our foundational element, we're still working on that 1-2 step. Let's take a look. 1-2, release. We sprint, get back, hips drop. Same perfect form. Sprint, hips drop, left, right. High release, hold the follow through. This is a great drill, guys, and after you go through 10 reps on both sides, you're really going to be feeling it with your conditioning and in your legs. With your catch and shoot game, the more work you put in, the harder you're going to have to work to get your shot in the game. That's not a bad thing, just people are going to respect you a whole lot more with your shot, and they're going to guard you a whole lot tighter. The higher levels you play, you're going to see a lot of down screens, where a man may come from the top and set a screen down for you to come off of and try to lose your man into a shot. So we're going to work on coming off that down screen with chair curls. For this drill, I'm going to attack hard from the cone. I'm going to put my ball in the chair with one hand. I'm going to immediately sprint back and touch that opposite cone. Now I'm coming off that down screen hard trying to get a shot. As I come off, just like we've been stressing over and over and over again, I want a 1-2 step into my shot. Now, if this is a screen and there's a man guarding me and a man guarding him, I'm not going to want a 1-2 step right beside the chair. I want to create a little bit of separation with my 1-2 step so I can make sure that there's not going to be a lot of congestion and my shot's not going to be easily contested. Hips drop, left, right, high release, knock down the shot. Add that move, get in, down screen comes, right, left, great looking shot. Drop those hips, left, right, shooter's pocket, get into that shot. Great shot. Guys, again, being efficient with our time, this is challenging your conditioning, working on coming off those screens and getting into that shot every single time. Now again, with our chair series, we're going to work on coming off a side screen, where if I'm on the wing, I may have to sprint back, come off of this side screen and get into a shot, sort of like I did on the down screen. So I'm going to come off of this chair with my shot, hips drop, right, left, right, opposite side, and get into my shot. To add a little bit to the drill, to keep working on our handle, to work on a little bit of defense as well, we're going to start our drill at the top of the key. We're going to quick make a move. As we make that move, we're going to keep that offhand active by touching the cone. We're going to get in quick, put this ball on the chair, and pin it there. Instead of sprinting to the cone, I'm going to work on my defense a little bit here right now and slide quick and touch this cone. As soon as I touch, I'm sprinting back, my hips are dropped, I'm coming off that side screen, creating that separation, and getting into that perfect form with that same shot that we're working on over and over and over again. Let's take a look at the drill. Left, right, high release, knock down the shot. Right, left, great looking shot. Sprint touch, hips drop, separate, knock down the shot. That's a great drill to work on a whole lot of different skills. Now, a little added bonus, if you're in the gym by yourself, you don't have to get out of the way of your partner. When you get your rebound, you may come back on your way out, make a move on the chair, move on the cone. That way when that ball's in your hand, you're always working on your game. Always be as efficient with your time as possible. This drill is called beat to bounce, because we're going to simulate beating a defender, getting all the way into the paint, then we're going to pull it out, bounce it off a chair to get into a shot. There's a lot of teaching points in this drill. As we first ball handling and are beating with that outside foot, we're getting in quick. We're going to come to this cone on the block, keep our dribble, touch it to make sure we stay low. As we explode back out, when we get to this chair, stool, if you don't have a chair or stool, you don't even have to use that. We're going to bounce it off, and that's going to be our catch. In a game, I'm sure all of you know, your point guard's not going to hit you right in the chest every single time. The ball may be low, it may be high, it may be right or left. As we bounce it off of this stool, you never know where that ball may go. So we're going to have a quick reaction to get it to that shooter's pocket quickly without taking a whole lot of time. Every second we waste trying to get to that shooter's pocket, that defense is getting closer and closer to contest our shot. So we're going to beat our defender, get in, bounce, get that 1-2 step, get into that shot, working on a whole lot of different skills though before we ever get into the shot. Create, get in, touch, sprint off, right, left, high release, knock down the shot. We get in, bounce, left, right, knock down that shot. Quick, come off, separate, high release, make our shot. Now we're going to do a drill called full speed stop. Just like we talked about earlier with slow being a skill, we need to be able to stop and go, just like they always say, on a dime. Now that doesn't always just mean with our dribble. With the 1-2 step, we should be able to go from full speed to a stop. In that 1-2, if we have our feet underneath our hips and we're on balance. So in this drill, we're going to start at half court. We're going to give ourselves a pass. So I'm going to toss it ahead, and I'm going to try to land it right at the stool, at the chair, at the cones, whatever you're using. When I get to that chair, I need to be able to come to that 1-2 step for a stop without going forward, without getting off balance, and have the ability to get straight into that shot, even though I've just been at full speed. Again, guys, this is a great drill. If you're in the gym by yourself, after you make your shot, on your way out, you can make a move, you can get another rep with that 1-2 step, but utilize this defender a little bit and use your imagination in addition to getting the reps with the drill we're giving you. Toss ahead, full speed, 1-2, knock down that shot. He gets to full speed, 1-2, knocks down that shot. Quick, 1-2, straight up, straight back down, make the shot. As you can see, guys, we're full speed, dead sprint, fast break, secondary break, but we're able to come to a stop on that dime because our feet are underneath our hips and we've mastered that 1-2 step. Now, guys, this is kind of a bonus drill for today's workout. We've talked a lot about the 1-2 step. We're going to give you an unconventional, innovative way to work on having quick feet and to get into that 1-2 step. This drill, you're going to start in push-up position with your hands on the ball. You're going to get into your 1-2 step literally right where that ball is right now. So we're going to quick 1-2 step, bring that ball to our shooter's pocket, and actually get into a shot. You'll do your indicated number of sets left, right, then your indicated right, left. But as you notice with my feet, I have to be very quick and explosive as this is challenging my entire body before I get into my shot. Let's take a look and see just how much we're accomplishing with this drill. Start down, push up, left, right, knock down our shot. Opposite direction, now we're right, left. Drop down, push up, right, left, knock it down. Notice I'm dropping down each time into a push-up as I explode up. That's when I'm getting my feet into my shot. Most definitely not a conventional way to work on your 1-2 step. But if you're looking for conventional results, obviously this isn't a drill you want to do.